story difficulty, moderate. Too easy. Well, duh. Make it for tougher fights that offer increased combat points to boost. Alright, so we'll try that. Try this, we'll leave everything else as normal. Set fuel chop. Music volume, probably down to 65. Sound effects volume. 70. Voice volume stays. Brightness adjustments. Surround sound. Even begin. Begin a new game with these settings. Should change the character select screen. Alright. Now, I think I'm gonna end up playing as Alphen more. That's sword characters that I'm drawn to. I'm not drawn to jump gun characters. This character doesn't actually attack, well, physically she has to stand back, so not my playstyle. This isn't bad, Law, his close quarters, but I'm gonna go with Alphen. Now, as I previously noted, at least in this demo, I'm hoping that maybe the final game will be a bit better optimized. Not that it's badly optimized, but, you know, the pop-in that you will see from the time that we start here is, this is probably a video that's just there to mask a loading screen. And now loading.
Off we go.
Alright, so you'll see here as we walk forward that the grass will pop in. You can see right there around the cliff area that the glass isn't there yet, and as we walk forward it will pop in right there, and so little sections start coming in, and you know, draw distances only so far. And the game still looks great, so I'm wondering if maybe it'll be a little better optimized. But obviously on PS, I'm hoping that on PS5 it's just also better. Not that I have a PS5. But ooh, hello. Nice planet out there. Nice sounds and everything. Hope you can jump with circle. Alright. Cutscene. Yeah, see those bushes just popping in towards the end there. Flaps. Yes, some of this dialogue won't be voiced.
Just great.
But certain parts will be. I'm wondering, I presume this won't be voiced in the final game. But you never know, but I'm pretty sure it won't be. Neither would it have been in even Japanese, so.
Right.
Gonna mostly skip through this. Oh, we got a battle. Right, now, as I remember... Okay, what are they gonna tell me? Blue strikes use normal attacks to build up that gauge. Then, the gauge is full. Right. Cure points. Consumed when casting healing and support arts. Allies, HP, and arts. Boost attack. Press that to trigger the corresponding character's special move with unique effects. Yeah, sure. R1. Arts with X, triangle, or square. Gonna sneeze. Sneezing. Oh, guess the sneeze was a false alarm. Press an L and press R2 to evade.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Rising Wyvern!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Take this! No escape! I'll take you all on!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kitara. Not in your dreams. Here goes! Malevolent! Off-stand waterfall! Freeze!
Moving tight!
Dance with the wind! Air burn!
Here I come!
I'm sorry to be a bother. We've all got enough.
We've turned the tables on.
Yes, ma'am.
No time to hold back.
Oh, two must be.
Healing circle!
I really owe you one.
I'll finish you here and now! Take that!
What a relief.
Talent Storm! Demon Fang! No escape!
Thunderblast! Illuminate the dark!
First strike! Take this! Enough done! You're finished!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Holy Light!
I'm on!
Come and get it. Whoa,
Carve now through all!
Alright, now I know there's like a special attack I can use
Great!
that I'm not using. Don't let it get to your head, places at least trouble. Alphen's perk, right? This Flaming Edge, Part 1. Alphen can sacrifice HP to use Flaming Edge, strong, water machine blades, and sword attack. To do so, hold. So hold triangle, square, or X, which will trigger a Flaming Edge as he performs the corresponding art. Okay. Flaming Edge moves cost no AG to use. Flaming Edge moves have the added bonus of dealing extra damage to downed enemies. Plus, after learning a certain skill, you can continue to hold the button longer and exchange more of his HP. Alright. So
Hold
that's how
up.
I do that.
Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Okay. Some stuff around here. Can learn to cook. Well, I know how to cook though. Depending on who in the party cooks a meal, the extent of their effects and the duration will vary. Such it's wise to rotate who's on cooking duty based on your current goals and the party's overall status. It's a lot of systems to keep in mind, but this demo is completely condensed, so in the real game, in the full game, it won't be, you know, this intense. But, I mean, this really does look really pretty now that I get a good look at it while I'm not half asleep. Again, like, I lament a little bit that it's not fully open world.
Should this really be here?
But, you know, still, it's a good game. Good looking game. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's set that
Get
HP.
lost!
Actually, I think I need to do Rival.
Rising Wyvern! You're mine! No escape! Take this!
Airborne beast, my spec.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Demon Fang!
Not much longer to go.
Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together, Alpha.
Push! You're finished!
Sweet Cloud.
Here I come! It's over! I'm on!
That was it. That was it.
Together,
wait, and
that
this
wasn't
is-
even a problem.
This is on the moderate difficulty, so it isn't even that bad.
Hey, Shion, where does your gun come from?
She's like, whoa.
What do you mean, where does it come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh, that's transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty space. And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Huh?
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
So, technology's technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
As I said before, still trying to get the dynamics of them. Metal engraver. The metal engraver can craft accessories for you using ore that you might mine from mining points. Once you strengthen an accessory and activate new skills for it, you can even transfer this digitally to this rail together. Sounds great.
Hey, Rinwell, do you always have to say an incantation before you cast an art?
Yeah, they don't really add any extra power or anything, but reciting them is what allows the astral energy to come together and flow through me. It takes time to complete, but they're what lets me use such strong magic in the first place.
What happens if someone interrupts you while you're in the middle of chanting?
Then I have to start over from the beginning. As soon as my concentration breaks, any astral energy I've accumulated disperses.
Got it. So once you start reciting, that's our cue to make sure that no enemies can get near enough to disrupt you.
Yeah, that would be appreciated. Although, I do have one fun trick up my sleeve. Once I finish chanting a full incantation, I can hold on to a single astral art without casting it right away.
So once the astral energy's in place, you can choose to set it off whenever you want? That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't fully have the hang of it just yet, but I'm sure it'll come in handy sooner or later.
So yeah, so Tales of games, or the Tales series, have what they call skits, which are these little mini conversations that pop up situationally. And you have to press, in this game, you have to press R1 to activate them. So you'll see a little thing in the bottom right corner that says R1, and you'll trigger a skit, and a conversation like that will take place. Usually it's used for world building and character development. But that last character, Rinwell, her voice recording didn't sound so great there, but I think they were, they did what they could do to get this particular demo voiced in the time period that they did. But the full game will be out in, less than 2 weeks, so September 10th. So I really hope I can get it. I want to play this game. It looks
A fish!
cool.
You saw it too, right?
Yep, I did. They're jumping. But the fishing minigame isn't in the demo, but it will be in the final game. Yeah. Game looks great. I'm seeing, what they had to do in terms of cutbacks to get it to run. I don't know what resolution it's running at on PS4 here. I'm gonna imagine 1080p. Ooh, look at that pop in. Look at that pop in. So if I look at the straight edge, yeah, it does appear to be pixel for pixel, pretty much. Pretty much. Although, if I look here, going across, yeah, I think it is. I think it's pretty much 1080p. Might use a straight edge. Yeah, I think it is. Although sometimes some very effects and visually, graphically intensive Unreal Engine 4 titles have run at 900p on PS4 before, so it's possible that it could also be that. But it looks pretty 1080p to me. Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. You two from out of town?
What?
What if we are? What business is it of yours? None at all. You just don't look like you know where you're going, that's
Right.
all. You're right. This is our first time in the area. Then you'll want to head to Viskant, actually, the big capital of Eve. And just know that as you can clearly see, the air is crawling with Zooglies, and they all seem to be even angrier than usual. If you're not looking to get jumped by them, stick to the highway. It's safer than trying to cut across the rough and run into trouble. Although, judging by that sword you're carrying, maybe you thrive off danger. If that's your thing, I won't stop you. But don't say
Anyway.
Viscan, huh? Well, if we have anywhere else to go, better than wandering these fields aimlessly.
Got it.
That's that settles it. We're off. Indeed. Safe travels, folks.
Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
What are those things I sometimes see you chuck out in the middle of fights?
What? You mean my bombs?
Bombs? As in the things people use to clear out rocks? But I could have sworn I saw something other than fire burst from some of yours.
That's because these aren't ordinary bombs. They're specially made ones filled with astral energy.
Okay.
Caster
And
shell.
why do you shoot the bombs after you
Outlaw
release them?
starter.
It's a part of my strategy. The effects of my bombs change when I fire bullets of a different astral element at them. It makes it difficult for enemies to predict what effect they'll have, or when they'll go off.
One moment you're using powerful bombs, the next you're using powerful healing arts. They're kinda on the opposite ends of the spectrum, aren't they?
Think of it this way. If you ever get caught up in the blast of one of my bombs and you manage not to die, I'll be able to heal you using my arts.
I'll do my best to not die then.
Alright. Oof, boy. Battles are rough. But there's lots of battles that we had here, which is good. I believe that I'm not sure if it's in the demo, but I think you can switch characters on the fly, can't you? Pause here. Okay, go to items, armors, equipment, skill panel, strategies, right? Strategies, right? So basically this is where you can set the AI to do things. I'm familiar with this from other games. So we're currently on fight with moderation. No items, focus on healing, fight aggressively, use support arts to fight. I'm gonna go with... Oh, actually, we'll do that here. Yeah, we're gonna pick this. Can I just pick it? Set default. Change tactics. Change tactical details. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna KO. KO recovery arts. CPU 1% more. Current action if CPU is at 1% or more. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Anyone KO'd. I'll have at least 10. I would say we have at least 5. So, like always, Lionheart only once. Speed up AG recovery with Lionheart. Form action once only when conditions are met. I'll leave it at that. But this is actually pretty good details into because she can do a few things. You can change the arts, a custom strategy, you can change the name. HP 25% or less, healing arts. Yeah. Own HP 25% or less. Lemon gel. And you can even add more actions. This is actually pretty cool. This is pretty good. I didn't even realize you could do that much. Name change. Change. Funny. One. Could just change. I'm just choosing the name. I can't write it. Stay close. Okay. This is the one that I currently have selected. But I actually want to change my fight with to fight aggressively. Heal guard. This is for help. System settings. Same stuff I was already in before. Items. Arts. Equipment. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have anything to add right now. Skill pal. Don't have skills yet. Hey, party leader is one thing. So I want to edit the party formation. You can change which characters will fight in combat as well as who you wish to control. Their position determines what to press to trigger their boost attack. Press L1 or R1 during combat to change who you control. Okay. Changing battle. Press options to change your character's battle control. Semi-auto automatically moves around until in attack range. Manual, full character control. Auto fights based on set strategy. So options to change modes during combat. Okay. My battle members, and these two are my supports, right? Change the party leader if I wanted to be who I want to control. I don't want to change that just yet, but pretty good. Alright. Let's go fight some things.
Go no further!
There! One more! First try! Whirlwind snap! Take this! Whirlwind take this! Demon Blade! Try this! Explosive ring! Getting started!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! Rising Phoenix!
How did I do that?
I owe you one. This is bad, right? An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Get out of there with the others! Lost!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Bang!
Blue strikes are one-hit kill attacks performed in tandem parallel. You see the word strike and then you press them to use one of your blue strikes occur more frequently with lower HP enemies.
Way to go!
You're mine!
Sleep now! Damn it, in here!
I'm not sure.
All disasters made one! Come on, security!
Now I'm in the groove! Slide blow away! Take this! Do it! Dragon Shell! Inferno Punch!
No complaints from me.
Alright. Only thing is right, so they're not healing me. When I have them set to fight aggressively. I guess I better go.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Cool. I like water. But yeah, so let me change that strategy back now. To just fight with moderation. Because then they actually kind of heal. Although, if I think about it, how do I change tactics, set default tactics? I can set this as default, right? What I want to do is to have a good look at change the tactic and see what it does. If it does the same things, aim HP at 50% or less, and anyone afflicted with ailments So I could probably just alter this. I'll just alter this. Yeah, I could probably alter this from how the grass were. And KO'd. Check ailments. HP was 25% or more. Let's see if I can edit this. Only HP uses 50% or less. Although let's try it at 75% and see what happens. And then can add one new action, right? So settings. All levels. CP, 1 more 50 ailments, 12 KO'd. Enemy level plus 1. Let's start at enemy levels at plus 1. The only enemy arts, recovery arts, treat, stage, healing, heal, regenerate, align, heart, HP recovery, sharpness, raise attack, and elemental attack with sharpness. That sounds great. Concentrate, increase penetration and concentrate. Restores HP, raises attack and elemental attack with steel. Card field restores HP and guardian field while attacking. Do nothing. This generous does not say guardian field. Action if you have plus of an item per member. If there are 4 or more enemies, there are 2 or more enemies. Let's try it that way. Alright, well, let's see how that works out.
What's this thing?
Let's just go fight a few things and see how this all goes. Like these things.
Fires have passed its course inside. You got company. You're mine. Let's go. I'm on it. You're mine. You have to hit the strike area on their back. Flame of fury. Hit a word.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you. I'm done.
I'm all stuck up. Mega Ray. Not this one now.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
I'm on it. Explosive ring.
Illuminate storm.
Fang flash. Here I come. Demon fang.
Eat this.
Explosive ring.
Now. Burn. Lock. Demon's descent.
Flashing fang. Take this. Cat sword.
Do it. Well, look.
Learn something apparently. Right, proficiency gonna wait here. Check that out, please. Check out the art section. Art screen. Art screen is hidden screen. You can assign arts that you learn to each of the different buttons. So 3 arts. Plus an additional 3 arts to use in the air. Press L2 or R2 to expand the arts you have available. Characters that are set to auto can use all of their arts, but you can press square to uncheck arts you wish for them not to use. So I got Rising Wyvern, Shallow Blade, and Demon Fang. Granite attack 1 AG, Sword Strike, Burst of Rain.